Can McCaffrey do it again? Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, dual threat Christian McCaffrey. Fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Houston Texans. With that, let's head over to the space city of Houston. Standing by at NRG Stadium, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand, and this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here. Yes, they can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Set, 19, Mike 54. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to take a fight for the football, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He can run for it, and he will.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Let's go, baby.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points.
Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. That's on the first-round pick, number 23 overall, Titus Howard. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble, and hit 2nd down. And let's take a look at the Texans offense.
Have no idea what they're putting in the food in the Martin household, but they've developed 2 terrific offensive linemen. Brother Zach, a perennial all-pro at guard with the Dallas Cowboys, but Nick, no slouch at center for the Houston Texans. He sets the tone for their offensive line. He's the pivot up front.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out right. That complete to Lamar Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play. Obviously, instead he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because The offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
That's hauled in by Torrey Smith.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 18 carries, 72 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Able to fight through one tackle. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now the Auburn alum, Artis Payne. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The son of the heavyweight champ, it's Elijah Holyfield. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. He may try and run for this. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. A reminder coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. And tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, 2 teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now he'll pull it down. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the catch made by Hopkins. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the 1st down. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career. That draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
There to stop him was Rashawn Golden.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
He can run for it, and he will. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
Out of the gun, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete on the slant route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We got it.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
On first down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, it's Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go. First down. Bring it.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Again, Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. Newton on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Throwing is Newton. And an alley to run. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that.
Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce another one here.
You're exactly right. It's elite group for a reason, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through. I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
On
3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And now out comes Houston. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guy.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Flush to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Out to his left. He may try and run for this. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To throw is Watson, escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now left side on the swing pass. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Watson, flushed out right. And he floated one out there, incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The man wreaking havoc there, Gerald McCoy, the D tackle. Here we go on 4th. Watson on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That backs them up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Newton. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Watson and the Texans now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under a minute 50 remaining. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Gotta do better. Come on.
On 1st down, Watson. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. A bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on 1st down. Roll. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
You better be ready. Don't be scared.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. And the clock will roll down to zeros. 4 weeks in, 4-0. I don't think anybody needs to alert the 72 Dolphins just yet, but great start to the season.
Great start. How about him taking a knee at the end? And there's no better feeling for a team than to do that, to close out a victory. But you're right, at 4-0, they're sending a message to the rest of the league. They're going to be tough to deal with.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was.